Hello everybody and welcome to another free singing lesson. We're doing a lesson for guys today. We've got Bobby here. Welcome to Bobby.
Alright.
Bobby's a semi-professional singer. He sings professionally in a band Three's Company,
yeah.
and solo singing as well. And we've known each other for years. He's come for a few lessons over the years. And you're going to be able to watch today me work with Bobby. We're going to do about 12 videos. We're going to work through a whole lesson and sing a song, and you can see how singing lessons with me work out, so you can see how they go. So without further ado, should we start with the first warming up exercise? Let's see how the voice is. So we're going to start with E, A, R, running around the vowels as we have done a few videos before. E, A, R.
E, A, R, E, A, R, E, A, R, A.
Perfect. 1, 2.
E, A, R, E, A, R, E, A, R, A.
Good, and what we're looking for on this exercise is a sustain exercise. So let's slow it down a bit, Bob. Go for E, A, R, E, A, R, E, A, R, A. So it's nice and slow.
E, A, R, E, A, R, E, A, R, A.
Excellent.
E, A, R, E, A, R, E, A, R, A.
Very good.
E, A, R, E, A, R, E, A, R, A.
Perfect.
E, A, R, E, A, R, E, A, R, A.
Excellent. So lots of really good things going on here. Bobby's banging tune, no problems at all. He's sustaining that without any problem. His posture is good. He looks nice and relaxed as he's singing. The tone is well focused, as you can hear there. There's a good forward buzz on the E, the A, the R. Vowels are linking nicely together. And he's starting that first E with just the right kind of well-balanced attack. Do you know the 3 attacks, Bob? We've covered it before.
3 attacks?
Yeah, so the onset of the sound, the way you start the very first sound on the vowel, you can do it in 3 different ways. You can do it with a well-balanced attack, which is what you're doing, which is the best one. Or you can do it with an aspirated attack, which is where you let a little bit of air go first.
Okay.
So just for, you're doing the one I actually want people to do, but just so everybody gets an idea of it and so you know for future reference. If you start with an H, which we can do sometimes, it would sound like this. E, A, R, E, A, R. So just to practice the attacks, let's just have that first part. E, A, R. Just that much. And just start with an H at the beginning, so an aspirated attack.
E, A, R.
Very good, once more.
E, A, R.
Very good, so how does that feel?
Yeah.
What do you feel?
Better. I feel more power. I feel like it's bringing out more.
Flowing?
Yeah, flows better.
Good, so when you do the aspirated attack, you have this sense of the air going first. And then the air starts, we hear the H sound, and then the sound kicks in. And as you say, your sound is kicking in with quite a bit of power there.
Yeah.
And as it kicks in, you should feel it in this area quite solidly in the male voice. So just put a hand on your chest and just feel that you can feel the H, just become aware of the air flowing, and then when your vocal cords come together, you feel aware that the sound just kicks in there with that power, as you say. But try to do it slightly more gentle, so try to be less powerful.
E, A, R.
Yeah, perfect. Okay,
Yeah.
so that would be an aspirant attack. Now, I would get people to do that if they're doing a glottal attack. Do you know how to do a glottal attack? Glottal onset?
No.
No? Okay, so that would be if you do it from the muscles around the vocal cords themselves. So a glottal attack is where your vocal cords, they start together, pressed together, and the sound bursts through. And it would sound like this. Ah, or if we're starting with an E, 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 E. There's 3 glottal attacks. Have a go? Yeah.
E,
So
E.
you can feel that it's here is doing the work, yeah? Start with an aspirant attack. Deep breath. Deep breath.
he.
Perfect. If you practice your aspirant attacks, you need to take a breath in between each one so that you are ready to go again. Glottal attacks, E, 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 E. You don't need any breath behind it because your breath doesn't get going. Try some glottal attacks.
E, 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 E.
Good stop. Okay, so that's the one we're trying to actually avoid when we're warming up our voice, because how did that feel doing the glottal attacks?
It just felt more, not strained, but you're pushing it more here.
You're aware
Doesn't
of
feel-
a lot of muscular activity
Yeah.
here. It does actually perhaps strain a little bit, and if you do too many, it can be a bit harsh. So you're using the old adage in singing is don't sing from here, sing from down here. When you did your well balanced attack, you sang from down there. When you sing with an aspirant attack, you're singing from down there. When you sing with a glottal attack, you're doing it here. But we use the glottal attack as an effect in songs, so you will hear singers all the time do that, particularly in pop songs when a microphone's close, and particularly on the low notes. If you try and do it on a high note, you might hurt yourself. Anyway, Bobby doesn't have any of that trouble, even though we've had a look at it there, because he's very good at doing a well-balanced attack. So let's go back to your nice well-balanced attack. So that's when it comes from down here, but we don't hear an H sound. So as you were right at the beginning, Bob. Good. 1, 2. Good, now you did the right thing there. You started and you just pushed a little bit too much and you realised and just kind of backed off through the exercise. So just start it slightly more gently. Perfect, excellent. Voice in good trim. Okay, so let's go up the scale. Same exercise. Very good placement. Perfection. Nice deep breath. Breath, expand the ribs. Perfection. Good. Now we come to the B natural, which is most male singers' primo passaggio point. So this is where Bobby's voice will start to work a little bit harder. The vocal cords will start to try to stretch, and some of the muscles will engage a bit more. It gets a bit tougher. Perfect, Bob. Let's quick stop on that. Very good. Our timer, we've got 2 minutes left on this video. Here we go. Excellent. Very good. Can you tell everybody how you feel on that one? You did it absolutely perfectly, but how did it feel?
Yeah, I still feel good. I felt like I was having to kind of think about the effort a bit more, but trying not to also strain it.
Exactly, and you didn't strain, but there was a lot of effort around
Yeah,
your body.
you feel-
Where did you feel the effort?
I feel the muscles more.
So mostly on your body, so you
Yeah.
can feel as we sustained it, and I tried to slow you down.
Yeah.
It's just like a gym exercise. If you do it correctly, you will feel effort around your body, but no strain in the throat. Very good. And the last one, the E flat, this is as high as we take it. Excellent, very well done. If you're trying that at home, you'll notice that it's very difficult. You started that one with a slight glottal attack because it is difficult, so it just got a bit tight around here. So to get rid of the glottal attack, just to make it easy, can you start with an H, an aspirant attack? And that should make you feel it lower on your body. H, he. Perfect. So that H can get rid of your glottal attack on the top note.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's Bobby's first exercise. We just started to warm up his voice. He knows what he's doing. He's a good singer. He's a tenor. Tenor with a big voice. So if you're a tenor, then you should be listening to Bobby and trying some of these exercises at home, and you'll notice similar things that I'm coaching Bobby on will refer to your voice on that first exercise. So we're going to leave that first video there, but we're going to have a little break and then move on to our next exercise. I'll put the next video over here, that side. And if you haven't clicked subscribe already, click subscribe to the channel, and then you can keep up with any singing lessons that come along. See you at the next free singing lesson.